Welcome back, everyone, to The Wirral's Secret, A Boy's First Light. Tonight, we're diving deep into a story that sounds like it's straight out of a classic sci-fi novel, but trust me, it's very real. And joining me to unravel this incredible tale, we have the brilliant Clara, who always brings such fascinating insights to our discussions. Clara, it's great to have you here.
Theodore, it's always a pleasure to be here, especially when we're talking about secrets from the 1970s countryside. I mean, who doesn't love a good mystery involving otherworldly lights, right?
Absolutely. And this isn't just any mystery. We're talking about an ordinary life, a young boy growing up in the Wirral whose world was completely transformed by something truly extraordinary. It really makes you wonder what else was happening back then. So, Clara, when we talk about the 1970s Wirral countryside, what kind of image does that conjure up for you? I'm picturing something almost idyllic, you know?
Oh, absolutely, Theodore. The source material describes it with this incredible golden light, a really serene, almost sacred atmosphere. It sounds like a place where time just slows down, a perfect backdrop for something truly magical.
Golden Light and the 70s. Sounds like my grandma's photo albums, but with less polyester.
Exactly. And that's what makes Barry's story so compelling. Here's this young boy, just 8 years old, living in this beautiful, quiet setting. But his life, on the surface, is so wonderfully ordinary.
It's the ultimate contrast, isn't it? You have this almost pastoral, untouched landscape, and then Barry's home life is just so normal. His parents are doing everyday things, completely unaware of the cosmic secret their son is carrying.
Right? The screenplay paints this picture of his mother pouring tea, his father reading the newspaper. It's a scene we can all recognize, a snapshot of domestic bliss from that era.
It really grounds the story. You're imagining this quiet, unassuming home, probably with the smell of toast and tea, while Barry is just sitting there holding on to this incredible, world-changing secret.
I bet he was just trying to figure out if he could get a second biscuit without asking.
Probably, but then at the edge of that very same field, in that serene countryside, he has this encounter, a shimmering figure, cloaked in brilliance. That's quite a departure from the morning paper, wouldn't you say, Clara?
A massive departure. It's like stepping from a Norman Rockwell painting into a sci-fi epic. This figure, perceived as a guardian or an angel, tells him he's been chosen. Imagine being 8 and hearing that.
I was chosen to clean my room at 8. Different kind of mission, I guess.
Well, Barry's mission was a little grander, Malik. He's told he would heal the world, and he's just a kid sitting there, probably still thinking about his mom's tea.
It's such a heavy burden for a child, but also incredibly inspiring. The way the story juxtaposes that profound, mystical experience with the mundane reality of his home life is just brilliant storytelling.
So he's basically a superhero in training, but his secret identity is kid who likes tea.
Pretty much. And the fact that he carries this secret, this extraordinary message, while everything around him remains outwardly ordinary, it really highlights that internal conflict.
It makes you wonder how he processed it all. Did he think it was a dream, or did he just inherently know the gravity of what had happened? The quiet introspection of a child with such a secret is fascinating.
I'd be telling everyone, hey, guess what? I'm chosen.
That's why you're not Barry, Malik. He's got that quiet, destined hero vibe. But this serene, Wirral countryside with its golden light, it really sets the stage for this almost spiritual awakening, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. The imagery of light and angels isn't just decorative. It imbues the whole experience with a mystical, spiritual dimension. It feels like a truly sacred moment in a sacred place.
So less close encounters, more touched by an angel, but with a kid.
A very good way to put it, Malik. And this initial encounter, this glimpse into the extraordinary within the ordinary, it's just the beginning for Barry. It shapes his entire worldview from that moment on.
It's the foundational moment. Everything that comes after, as he grows older and the voices and signs become more pronounced, stems from this one transformative experience in that beautiful 1970s countryside.
So, the Wirral countryside, not just for sheep anymore.
Exactly. It's a place of profound destiny, apparently. And it's incredible how the story uses that peaceful, almost timeless setting to introduce such a monumental event.
It really highlights the idea that the extraordinary can happen anywhere, even in the most unassuming of places. It makes you look at your own backyard a little differently, doesn't it?
I'm checking my garden for shimmering figures tonight, just in case.
You never know, Malik, but that contrast, that quiet, golden lit countryside holding such a powerful secret, it's what makes this story so captivating from the very first moment.
It truly is. It's a beautiful setup for a journey that clearly expands far beyond those fields, but it all begins with that single luminous encounter.
It really does, Clara. That single luminous encounter. Can you paint a picture for us? What exactly did Barry see at the edge of that field?
Well, the screenplay describes it as a shimmering figure cloaked in brilliance. It's not just a light, it's a presence, almost like a guardian or an angel. Imagine that, an 8-year-old seeing something so profound.
So, not just a really shiny scarecrow then. Good to know.
Definitely not a scarecrow, Malik. And this figure, this guardian, it conveys a message to Barry. A pretty significant one, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. It tells him he's been chosen. Chosen? For what, you ask? To heal the world. I mean, talk about a heavy burden for a kid who probably just wanted to play with his Matchbox cars.
I was chosen to take out the trash at 8. My world healing mission was very localized.
A noble cause, Malik, but Barry's mission to heal the world, that's a lot to put on an 8-year-old. How do you think he even began to process that?
It's almost unfathomable, isn't it? One moment, he's in this idyllic, ordinary countryside, his mom humming, his dad reading the paper. The next, he's been handed the keys to global salvation. It must have been a whirlwind of confusion and awe.
I'd just assume it was a really vivid dream after too much sugary cereal.
That's the beauty of it, though, isn't it, Clara? This monumental, otherworldly event happening right alongside the most mundane, everyday family life. He's carrying this incredible secret.
Exactly. He's sitting there, probably at the breakfast table, trying to look normal, while inside his entire perception of reality has been shattered and reformed. The internal conflict must have been immense.
I'd be like, Mom, Dad, I met an angel, and it said I have to heal the world. Can I still have my toast?
And what do you think his parents would have said, Malik? Barry, finish your homework first.
Precisely. It's that beautiful juxtaposition. The quiet hum of domesticity, the rustle of a newspaper, completely oblivious to the cosmic destiny unfolding in their son's mind. It makes the story so relatable, despite its fantastical elements.
So basically, the ultimate don't tell your parents secret.
It really is. And this shimmering figure, this brilliance, it wasn't just a fleeting glimpse, was it? It was a clear, direct communication.
Oh, absolutely. It's described as a definitive encounter, a moment of profound clarity where the message is explicitly delivered. It's not left to interpretation. Barry knows he's been chosen and what his mission is.
Like a cosmic job interview, but you're 8 and the job is savior of humanity.
And he got the job. No resume needed. But this initial encounter, this first light, it really sets the stage for everything that follows in his life, doesn't it?
It's the Genesis moment. This is where the seed of his destiny is planted. From this point on, his life is irrevocably altered, even if outwardly he's still just a boy in the Wirral countryside.
So, the viral, where ordinary kids get extraordinary job offers.
Exactly. And it's fascinating how the story uses that serene, almost sacred atmosphere of the countryside to introduce such a monumental, almost spiritual awakening.
It truly elevates the encounter beyond just a sci fi event. It gives it a deeper, more resonant meaning. It's a sacred calling in a sacred space.
I'm just picturing him trying to explain this to his school friends. Yeah, my angel told me I'm gonna heal the world. What did your angel say?
I think that's why he kept it a secret, Malik. But this encounter, this moment of being chosen, it's the foundation for a journey that, as we'll see, expands far beyond those golden fields. So, Clara, he's got this monumental secret, right? He's been chosen to heal the world, but then he just goes home to his mom humming and his dad reading the paper. How does an 8-year-old even process that?
It's mind boggling, Theodore. Imagine the internal monologue of that child. One minute, he's touched by a light not of this world, told he's destined for greatness, and the next, he's probably being asked if he finished his homework.
I bet he just wanted to know if he could have another biscuit. Priorities, you know?
Exactly. But he's carrying this incredible weight. The screenplay mentions he carries the secret of the angel's message. That's a heavy burden for anyone, let alone an 8-year-old.
It truly is. His home life is so wonderfully ordinary, a stark contrast to the cosmic revelation he's just experienced. It's like he's living two completely different lives simultaneously.
So he's basically the original secret agent, but instead of spies, it's angels.
A very good point, Malik. Clara, do you think this secret made him feel isolated, even within his own family?
Oh, absolutely. How do you share something like that? Who would believe him? He's probably sitting at the dinner table, listening to mundane conversations, while his mind is still reeling from being chosen to heal the world.
I'd just be worried about getting grounded for talking to strangers, even if they were shimmering.
That's a fair point. But the story really emphasizes this quiet, almost sacred internal world he develops. It's not just a secret, it's his entire identity forming around this extraordinary calling.
It shapes everything. Every interaction, every moment of quiet reflection must be filtered through this lens of destiny. He's a child, but he's also a vessel for something far greater.
So when his mom asked him what he wanted to be when he grew up, he probably just said world healer, and she thought he meant a doctor.
I can just picture that conversation. But it's fascinating how the narrative keeps his home life so grounded. It makes the extraordinary elements even more impactful, doesn't it?
It does. It anchors the fantastical in a relatable reality. We see the quiet hum of domesticity, the everyday rituals, and it makes Barry's secret feel even more profound because it's hidden in plain sight.
My secret at 8 was that I ate all the cookies, much less world-changing.
Well, that's a world-changing event in some households, Malik. But for Barry, this isn't just a childhood fantasy. The voices and signs become more pronounced as he grows older.
That's the key, isn't it? It's not a one-off event. This secret grows with him, evolving from a child's wonder into a profound lifelong commitment. It becomes his guiding star.
So less imaginary friend, more cosmic life coach.
Exactly. And the fact that he keeps this to himself, this incredible destiny, while navigating the very ordinary challenges of growing up, it speaks volumes about his character.
It shows an incredible sense of responsibility and perhaps a deep understanding, even at a young age, of the magnitude of what he's been entrusted with. He's not just a boy, he's a chosen one.
I'm just thinking about the pressure. Imagine having to heal the world and still remember to brush your teeth.
The ultimate multitasker. But this internal world, this secret life, it's what makes Barry such a compelling figure, even before we see him as an adult.
It's the foundation of his heroism, his quiet strength, his ability to carry such a profound truth in an ordinary setting is what draws you into his journey.
So, the Wirral, where even the quiet kids have epic backstories.
Absolutely, Malik. And that contrast, that ordinary life with an extraordinary secret, is what makes the Wirral secret so captivating.
It truly is a beautiful exploration of the hidden depths within us all, and how destiny can unfold in the most unexpected and unassuming of places.
So, Clara, we've talked about young Barry and his secret encounter in the Wirral, but what happens when he grows up? Do these voices and signs just fade away, or do they get louder?
Oh, Theodore, they don't just get louder, they become almost inescapable. The screenplay paints a picture of him as an older man standing on a rooftop in a bustling metropolis, and these signs are everywhere.
So, basically, he moved to New York and discovered traffic noise?
Not quite, Malik. It's more profound than that. Clara, what kind of signs are we talking about here? Are they literal billboards or something more cosmic?
It's definitely cosmic. His internal monologue reveals this growing awareness that these aren't just personal whispers anymore. They're global, indicating a much broader responsibility.
So he's not just healing his own world. He's got the whole planet on his to-do list. That's a lot of pressure for a guy who probably still likes tea.
He does, Malik, he does. But the screenplay also gives us this incredible visual, right? Earth from space. What does that signify in Barry's journey?
It's breathtaking. We see Earth from space, highlighting its beauty and fragility, and Barry's voiceover suggests a universal rejoicing that words can't even capture. It's like the entire cosmos is cheering him on.
So, the universe has a cheerleading squad. I wonder what their chant is. Go Barry, heal the world, yay!
Clara, you sound like you're ready to join that cheerleading squad. But seriously, this shift from personal signs to global responsibility, how does that change Barry's character?
It deepens his resolve, Theodore. What started as a secret burden in the world becomes this undeniable universal calling. He understands the stakes are so much higher now.
I get overwhelmed by my grocery list. Imagine the universe's grocery list.
And this is all part of The Bizarre and Enchanting Life, the screenplay by Barry Deeks himself. It really frames his experiences, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's not just a series of events, it's a carefully crafted narrative, showing how these extraordinary experiences are woven into the fabric of his life, making it both bizarre and enchanting.
Bizarre and enchanting? Sounds like my last family reunion.
Speaking of bizarre, Clara, is there a particular moment or sign from his adult life that really stands out to you? Something unexpected?
Well, the way he perceives the city itself as a living entity with its own pulse and whispers, he's not just hearing voices, he's interpreting the very rhythm of the metropolis as part of this global message.
So the honking taxis are actually angels telling him to take the express lane?
Could be, Malik, could be. But it really highlights how his perception has evolved, doesn't it? From a shimmering figure in a field to the entire world speaking to him.
Exactly. It's a constant state of heightened awareness, where every event, every subtle shift is a piece of this larger cosmic puzzle he's been tasked to solve.
My heightened awareness usually just tells me I left the stove on.
Well, at least you're aware, Malik. Clara, the source mentions the Earth's fragility. How does Barry's mission connect with that vulnerability?
It adds a layer of urgency. He's not just healing, he's protecting. The beauty and fragility seen from space underscore what's at stake, making his responsibility even more profound.
Heavy stuff.
It truly is. And to think it all started with a quiet moment in the Wirral countryside, now expanding to the entire planet. It's quite the journey.
From a personal secret to a universal calling, Barry's story truly is the bizarre and enchanting life.
I'm just glad my biggest mission is finding my car keys.
Clara, thank you so much for guiding us through Barry's incredible journey from a quiet boy in the Wirral to a cosmic job applicant. It's been truly enlightening.
Theodore, it's always a joy to explore these profound stories with you. And Malik, I hope your car key mission is successful.
Fingers crossed, Clara. Maybe I'll find a shimmering figure in the garage. You never know.
You never do, Malik. And that's all the time we have for The Wirral Secret, A Boy's First Light. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.